Can you actually teach organization skills to teenagers? Or are you just wasting your breath until their brain decides to grow up? I was standing in the doorway of my 15-year-old's room, staring at what could only be described as a laundry explosion merged with a school supply tornado. "How many times do I have to tell you to clean this up?" He looked at me, genuinely confused. "I don't know, Mom. I just can't seem to keep it clean." That's when it hit me. What if he really couldn't? Here's the uncomfortable truth that changed my entire approach. The prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for planning, organization, and impulse control, doesn't fully develop until the mid-20s. Some teens can take into their mid-20s to develop executive function skills. This isn't laziness, it's biology. But here's what the research actually shows. While the teenage brain isn't fully developed, it's incredibly plastic, actively creating new neural pathways based on what they practice. Adolescence is actually one of the best times to build organizational skills because the brain is so adaptable. The catch? We've been teaching organization all wrong. Most parents treat organization like a character trait. You need to be more organized. But organization isn't about character. It's about systems and habits. And research shows it takes an average of 66 days to build a new habit. For years, my approach was nagging constantly, creating punishment systems, making chore charts he ignored, and occasionally cleaning his room myself in frustration. None of it worked. And now I understand why. I was treating the symptom, the messy room, instead of teaching the actual skill, how to create and maintain organizational systems. Then I tried something completely different. Instead of another lecture about his messy room, I assigned him to reorganize our family pantry. He looked at me like I'd lost my mind. "I can't even keep my own room clean." "Exactly," I said, "so we're going to practice on something that's not your room." Over 3 days, he had to figure out which items get used together, grouping strategy, which items we use daily versus occasionally, placement logic, how to create a system other people could follow, systematic thinking. And he felt the satisfaction of completing an organizational project, motivation. Our pantry looked better than it had in years. But here's the surprising part. 2 weeks later, his room started improving. His backpack had a designated spot. His homework was in a folder, not scattered across his bed. "I use the pantry system," he told me. "Stuff I use every day goes in easy spots." He taught himself organizational skills by practicing them somewhere else first. After that pantry breakthrough, I developed a complete system based on what the research actually says works. 7 steps. Step 1. Start with simple daily checklists. Teenagers need to see what organized looks like, not just hear about it. Step 2. Build 3 core routines: morning, after school, and bedtime, so behavior becomes automatic. Step 3. Teach the choice-consequence connection. Let them experience natural consequences instead of more lectures. Step 4. Replace bad habits with better ones. Studies on habit formation show you can't eliminate habits, only replace them. Keep the reward, change the action. Step 5. Give real household responsibilities: the pantry, the grocery list, the garage. These create transferable skills because they teach organizational thinking in real-world contexts. Step 6. Set SMART goals tied to things they actually care about. When organization connects to making the basketball team or saving for something they want, motivation skyrockets. Step 7. Prioritize rest and health. 73% of high school students get insufficient sleep, and sleep deprivation directly destroys executive function, memory, and decision-making. Studies show the teenage brain struggles with executive function. What I discovered? They need concrete practice, not abstract lectures. Studies show habit formation takes an average of 66 days. What I discovered? Starting with one routine and building from there works far better than trying to overhaul everything at once. I have to be honest, my son didn't become perfectly organized after implementing these steps. Research shows different teenagers develop executive function skills at different paces, some into their early 20s. That's not failure, that's normal brain development. 6 months in, here's what actually changed. Before, complete chaos, lost items multiple times a day, daily battles. After. Organized chaos with underlying systems. Lost items maybe once a week. Homework mostly managed proactively, growing ownership of his responsibilities. Is it perfect? No. Is it sustainable progress? Absolutely. The hardest part was accepting that my son's disorganization wasn't a character flaw. It was a developmental stage combined with a skill gap I'd never addressed. I'd spent years treating organization as a moral issue, but it's actually a neurological and educational issue. His brain wasn't finished developing, and I'd never taught him how to create systems. If you're frustrated with your disorganized teenager, here's what works. Give concrete practice through household responsibilities. Build routines. Let natural consequences teach. Focus on systems, not character. Remember, their brain is still developing. The goal is teaching systems so that by the time their prefrontal cortex finishes developing, they have the skills to use it. If you're ready to stop fighting about organization and start teaching actual systems, I wrote 7 effective steps to transform a messy teenager. With the complete framework, the full 7-step system, age-appropriate household responsibility ideas, routines teenagers will actually follow, SMART goal worksheets, and special guidance for ADHD and executive function challenges. Link is in the description below. Subscribe for more research-backed parenting strategies every week. And if this helped you, please share it with a parent who's been fighting the organization battle alone, because the research shows this can be taught. You just need the right approach. Quick disclaimer: this video provides general parenting advice based on research and experience. Every family is different. Please use your own judgment and consult qualified professionals when needed.